Welcome friends, welcome to freetaxedu.com. Today we will start with the income tax session, income from other sources. This one's the last out of the heads of income. So in this session we will learn about what is income from other sources and what are the different types and the conditions applicable for this income from other sources. Remember, this is a basic information. There is much more if you want to learn in depth or in brief about this head of income. So we'll straight away go to what is income from other sources. So by definition, if income does not come under the following heads of income, that is salary, income from house property, income from business and profession, and income from capital gain, that is the remaining four heads. If income does not comes under these remaining four heads, then it is called as income from other sources. For example, there are many examples. We took just an important one and which are well known. Dividends received on shares investment, interest on deposit with the bank, gifts, the gifts received by the SEC, rental income for the plant and machinery, which is not income from the business. That means if that rent comes under the head of business and profession, then it must be go under that head. But if that particular head is income is not coming under this head business and profession, then it will be called as income from other sources. So I hope you understand about the basic logic or basic concept of income from other sources. It's simple. If it does not comes under other income, heads of income, then it will be called as income from other sources. So conditions for gifts, we are directly go for out of that, dividends, interest, and deposits, rental incomes are very easy. These are the income from other sources. But the gifts has a certain conditions to be called as income from other sources, because the most of the time people understand like that gifts are free and hence not taxable under the income tax. But this is not true. The gifts are taxable under the income tax. And what are the conditions for the gift if it is applicable under income tax? Gift is taxable if amount of gift exceeds rupees 50,000 per annum. That means if you receive the gifts below 50,000, then those gifts are not taxable. But if you receive the gifts above 50,000, then it is taxable under the income tax. Gift is not taxable if it is received from the following conditions. Under the following conditions, gift is not taxable if it is received under following conditions. It means prime condition is exceeds 50,000, and the next condition, if it is received, is not taxable if it is received under the following condition. First is received from relatives. We will see who is relative briefly in the next slide. But if you receive the gift from relatives, then the gift is not taxable. Received under will or as inheritance. That means if the senior person or old age person write his will, and under the will if he receive some money or property or gifts or cash or as inheritance, that means if the grandfather died or your father passed away, and his money passed to you, or his money automatically, the ownership of his property is automatically with you, then this is not called as a gift. Received on occasion of marriage, whatever you received on occasion of marriage is not taxable, because of wish of pair at the time of death. Even though if it is not relative or not inheritance or not will, but if a person at the time of death his wish is that he will pay some money to you or some assessee, then this is not taxable for the assessee. And from HUF to its member, from HUF to its member, that means Hindu undivided family, that is Karta, who is a main in the HUF, who received the money, who pay the tax, and if he passed some amount, money, gift, property to his members, these gifts are not taxable to its members. So these are the certain conditions. There are much more, but we took some important conditions here. So next one is who is relative. As we learned in the previous slide that the gifts from relatives are not taxable, then who is relative? Following are the relatives as per income tax. First is spouse of individual. Next is brother or sister of individual. Brother or sister of spouse of the individual. Brothers or sister of either of parents of individual. Any ascendant and descendant of the individual. Any ascendant or descendant of the spouse of the individual. So these are the relatives, and if you receive the amount or gift from these persons, then it is not taxable under income tax. So that's it. We took just a short intro of this head, income from other sources. If you want to learn in depth, you can log into pro version, that is paid version of this freetaxedu.com. So that's it from freetaxedu.com. Thanks for visiting us. Bye bye.